Well, it takes practice, but I'm letting go bit by bit, letting go of checking on the craziness. I sometimes don't even look at my computer for several days. I've also stopped listening to talk radio a lot. Uh, Hearing the lies kind of grates on me. Used to upset me. Oh, but now it's just sort of a grating background noise. Because even the truthers that are out on the radio, the right wing bunch, they can only say so much. If they were to go whole hog with the truth, they wouldn't be out there anymore. They'd get shut down. So I think they have to be careful with what they say. Anyway, shutting that off has been very, very helpful. I feel lighter. And you know, it's I'm I don't know why I feel so much better. I just do. I it just suddenly it was like something switched, you know. I've kind of been experiencing myself more like I've been able to kind of step back and my whole system, the feelings, the thoughts, the physical stuff, all of that. It feels like a programmed sort of biorobot, you know, and just noticing that it's all programmed, um, that it's not voluntary. My thoughts are not voluntary. I wouldn't think those thoughts, most of them, if I had any say about it. So just seeing them for what they are, programming, really has helped put some distance. And I guess for me, it's been taking practice to watch and observe and step back and watch and observe and step back. Um, and I guess that's my focus right now is just to clear up the garbage up in my head. There's a lot of garbage up there. Oh, and then also not to believe it and to realize that it's not mine. It's not who I truly am. So that's been so helpful. I am feeling lighter and lighter about it. And the rest of the world, I don't know. It's going to do whatever it's going to do. There's nothing I can do about Afghanistan, and uh, you know apparently our wonderful leaders telling us that there are people who actually want to stay there if they want to come home. Yeah, sure. Anyways, I don't want to get bogged down in that, but what I'm doing is, if I can afford it, I support causes that assist people. Otherwise, I'm just minding my own business, and those around me, I'm lucky to have some family that is awake to the tricks, So that's really nice. I'm lucky that way. Not all of them, but the two or three that are closest to me do, understand what's going on. And I've always, when I was growing up, I always thought the world could get better. If people just worked really hard at it, things could improve. But they haven't. It just is what it is. They haven't. So, there are those who say, well, this is the impetus for the great wake up for humanity, just at least wake up to what's going on here. And then things will improve as more people wake up. And I hope they're right. I do hope they're right. It seems though that it's going to take for the old structures to fall. I don't know. I wish it wouldn't have to be that way, because it can be traumatic, and a lot of people can get hurt in the process when structures disintegrate, especially if people aren't ready for it. But maybe that's what needs to happen. And I've also been thinking a lot about death. Not in a morbid way, but just like, what's it all about and what's going to happen. Um, I feel less anxious about it. Of course, there are still days when it freaks me out, but there are times when it's like, it's all right. If there's nothing afterwards, that's okay. I don't mind nothing. Um, I won't know, right? So the nothing after, if that's what it's going to be, doesn't bother me. I guess it's the process of croaking that has me a bit concerned. I was in the medical field for over 30 years. I've seen a lot of people die, and it's not pretty. Um, but I don't think it has to be like that. So, you know, Matt from Quantum of Conscience, he has a interesting thought about, there was an incident in his life where he should have died. It was some kind of accident with a tree, and he said, "Well, maybe I did die, and just came here now." Because there are people who say that the same version of us lives many different realities. So, and it's interesting because I had an incident with a moving truck that I was driving this past December, actually. And I had a small run-in with a semi. And it was raining, and my truck went out of control for, it's all in seconds. And I don't know how I got through that. I don't know how the truck came back into control. I sort of didn't do much with the steering wheel, and it just kind of righted itself. My truck was top heavy. As a matter of fact, before I left up in Michigan, my nephew, who's a truck driver, he said, don't go too fast, especially downhill. He said, because this truck is now top heavy. We actually, I think we loaded too much. So, and there was a lot of wobbling going on, and anyway, maybe I did croak there. I don't know. But if that's how it is, then it's just a blink, and you're back. So, who knows? I don't think anybody really knows. The one thing that makes sense to me about after is that if energy survives, right? The energy, uh, spirit, or whatever you want to call it, that that survives. That's eternal. So, whatever, however you have nurtured your energy in this life, is probably what you'll be drawn to on the other side. It's kind of like water seeking its own level. That makes sense to me. So, to me, things have to make sense, and ultimately, I don't know, and I'm just going to go with the flow, and just like I said, try to clear my consciousness, and uh, garbage out, garbage out, garbage out, and hopefully back off from the garbage that's coming in. All right. I hope everyone's doing well. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself. That's the most important thing. Can't save the world. Save yourself. Thanks for listening. Bye.